what's the mood in camp like headed into this weekend's match?
Yeah, it's good, to be honest, because we had a performance that we were just almost good enough against Wigan, but we understand that Challenge Cup is a different competition, and there's a bounce amongst the players. We're excited about a big challenge ahead of us and looking forward to it.
I mean, that's the interesting thing about the Wigan match, because you could be deflated, or you could go, well, that was a great game to be a part of. So is it purely about taking the positive stuff, which there were quite a few from last week?
Yeah, but also learning from the elements that we weren't good at. We were quite brutal with some of the stuff that we did show and talked about, and we pretty much should have won that game at 18-12, I feel. Even though Wigan are a very good team and they did exceptionally well to get back into it and then win it, we left probably 2 points there, and that was really disappointing. But at the same time, the performance was pretty good. Elements we need to improve.
And with regards to the start of the season more generally, I mean, it's been a pretty decent start, I'm going to suggest. I mean, what have you made of it?
Yeah, it's been okay. I think we probably, as I said, we left 2 points, I feel, there on the weekend. So, we would like to be a little bit further ahead of where we are, but we're growing, and we're getting a couple of combinations now, and hopefully we can continue that form.
And where does the Challenge Cup fit into it all, and what you're trying to achieve this year? Because I suppose it's just about keeping the momentum going and keeping the positive vibes going.
Yeah, look, it's a great competition. I love the excitement with it. I've got fond memories of the competition myself, and now being a coach in it, it's something that we want to get to the final. Obviously, I think every team in still involved in it wants to get to that final, and we've got a pretty good team that we're playing against on Saturday that we have to make sure we're better. And I'm looking forward to it.
So let's talk about Huddersfield this weekend then. You obviously played them a couple of weeks back, didn't you, in the league? So that was at home. So I mean, you can use as many cliches you want about one-off games and all that if you'd like, Brett. But I mean, is there anything we can learn from that one?
Yeah, look, we learned a lot about how we need to play them. We probably weren't clinical a lot in attack. Defensively, I thought we were very good because they asked a lot of questions, and they're very dangerous across the field. They've got more players back in their team now. Tio Fashi's back, Ika Hiafo's back. Josh Jones played on the weekend, so they've got some more talent there. So it's going to be even harder for us. But we can take a little bit of confidence out of playing them 3 weeks ago, but ultimately it's going to be a huge challenge.
And how are you finding these big games? I mean, it's pretty epic stuff, isn't it? The fact we've coming off the back of Wigan, then into the Challenge Cup. I mean, how are you finding the juggling act of all this?
Yeah, look, it's good. I think, I'd be surprised if anyone didn't want to play in the big games. I think that's why we do it. And I think we've got some characters in this team that thrive off of that. So, yeah, we're all very there's been a bounce around our training this week. I'm sure probably Huddersfield might say the same about theirs. But, I'm really excited about going there. It's always tough to go to Huddersfield. They're very difficult to beat at their own home ground. And they're playing well. They beat Catalan on the weekend. So, there's not many teams that will do that this year. So, yeah, it's a massive challenge. But, yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Mention some of those characters if you like, but, Luke Gale coming back, I'm going to suggest it's a big plus.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think some of our leaders have improved their off-field stuff as well, which is contributing to some performances, and that's always helping. Luke's been excellent, even though he hasn't played a number of games for us this year. He's still been a real good, complete leader for us, and he's helped some of those players develop as well. And he understands the game scenarios and when to apply pressure and when to just understand the challenges that are facing us in those moments. And I think even though he wasn't completely at his best on the weekend, I think he showed some glimpses of what he means for our team. So, yeah, again, super excited about a big challenge, because it is a big challenge, and you need to play very well to progress in this competition. And Saturday won't be any different.